Welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I am Connor Williams, and today we've got another 24/7 news report video. This one's got some quite juicy gossip in it, a little bit of a return, a rumour that just won't die, and a little bit of drama. So yeah, stay tuned. As always, we start with our headline news, and our headline news is the fact that we could have a returnee to Goodison Park. Newcastle United are leading the race for Ross Barkley, the Chelsea midfielder. Everton and Leeds are said to be interested with a loan with a deal likely to buy. That's come from Team Talk. Obviously, Ross Barkley, very polarising character in the fan base. And as such, we've decided to do one of our polls to sort of get an inkling on what the fan base was feeling on our Twitter account, the Toffee Blues, which you can follow down, the links in the description down below as always. So far, 503 of you voted. 65% of you said no, you wouldn't have Ross Barkley back. 35% said you would have Ross Barkley back. It is worth pointing out that that poll is open for another 24 hours, well, 23 and 15. So there's still plenty of time, and that will probably change slightly the numbers. More of you will vote. If you haven't voted, go vote now. Get your voice heard. I can imagine it's still going to stay in the same proportion of no to yes. I don't think it's going to do a complete UE and have 60 yes, 40 no. I think it's going to stay around the 60-70 mark of no, because of the way he left the fan base. Just the way he left. I don't need to tell you, if you're an Everton fan, you know the story. You know the rumours of him getting all sorts of trouble. Meant to be going to Chelsea, spited us, waited, went on a cheaper deal. Claims to be the biggest Everton fan in the world and did that to the club he supports. Here or there. Obviously, a lot of us would dislike him for that reason, and if you do, then, you know, a lot of fans will. Then that's fair enough. But from a footballing point of view, it is worth pointing out that I have got some stats for him. This might change your mind, this might not change your mind. I think the stats for Barkley would have to be exceptional to change your mind. So far this season, he's played in 4 games, started one of them. He's got no goals, no assists. He's had 6 chances created and 6 key passes, 73% accurate passes and 85 pass success. Don't forget he's playing as that cam normally, or centre mid, so that's why I'm focusing on the passing. His shots, he's had 5 shots, 4 of them off target, 1 of them on target, so, you know, think of that how you will, 5 successive dribbles. So that will go to last season, because he only played, like I said, he's only played in 4 games and started 1. Last year he played in 26 matches, started 18 of them. He scored 3 goals, got 1 assist. Just to work it out, in case you were wondering on minutes, he actually played 1,573 minutes. 2 of his goals were from outside the box. 1 goal was via a header, 1 was inside the box. I assume that'll be the header, otherwise he's got some hella neck muscles on him. He got 41 chances created, 1 assist from that, 40 key passes, 639 accurate passes with a pass success of 85. They're not bad stats. I don't think they're good enough to overcome the history that he will have with the club and the fan base. I know, you know, there will be people out there that argue with getting over some people, you know, in terms of the manager is Rafa Benitez, and some people might think, well, if we can get over that, can we get over this? I think personally this is a little bit more harder at home. You know, it's a bit more, I don't know how to describe it. It's a little bit more personal. I think he hurt a lot of fans when he left and the way he left. I think it's a different scenario, a different situation. I personally can't see him coming back. It blows my mind that we're interested, given the history, but it doesn't shock me completely. And I can't see him going to Leeds either. I don't know if Bielsa will like him. I don't know if, to be honest, I'm going to be honest, I say Newcastle will probably be the likely option, because they have the money. They have the money to throw at Chelsea. They have the money to throw it in. He could go to Newcastle. The fans aren't going to dislike him. He's going to be on a good wage. It will, and Eddie Howe is almost certainly going to use him and utilise him. I just don't think he suits. Maybe as a number 10 he'd suit our system, but he wouldn't suit as a centre mid, I don't think. So there's something to think about, really. But don't forget to let us know in the comments down below, would you take Ross Barkley back? And get onto that Twitter poll and post on that as well, to let us know your views on Ross Barkley on Twitter. I can imagine not many of you would be happy about it, but you never know. So some of you might be, some of you might not be. Let us know your opinions. Next, we have a rumour that just won't die, and it's another midfielder, and it is Welsh international Aaron Ramsey. He has been linked with us all through the summer, and I don't think this rumour is going to die, and not until someone signs him. But yeah, Juventus are apparently looking to find a buyer for Ramsey. Goal have said that the Serie A giants are hoping to pass him on to a Premier League club. A return to British football has been mooted for the 30-year-old as he struggles to have the desired impact for the Italian heavyweights. The likes of Everton and Newcastle are reported to be expressed interest in the former Arsenal star, but no formal offer has been tabled to Juventus as of yet. I think it's worth just pointing out quickly before we break into Ramsey's stats. Just like West Ham are linked with us with every player, I think now that Newcastle have got some money, we are going to see Newcastle linked with a lot of similar players in the media, just because I think the media go top four, the rest, relegation, and then put the rumours all in together. Occasionally they overlap, so it's like little Venn diagrams, but majority of the time the rumours and the same players seem to appear for the same types of clubs. So I think Newcastle have now boasted themselves into the Venn diagram of relegation, the best of the rest, the middle of the table, the rest of the pack type. Just for now, they might go down, but I think the money has slightly elevated them. So I think you'll see a lot more Newcastle links as well. But Aaron Ramsey's stats, he's played 3 this season, started 1 of those, 99 minutes, no goals, no assists, 2 chances created, 2 key passes, 59 accurate passes, 89 pass success rate, which for hindsight is better than Barkley's this year, but Barkley's played more games, so that balances out. Last season he played 22 games, he started 13 of them, got 2 goals, 4 assists, so he got more assists than Barkley last year, but Barkley got 1 more goal, and Barkley played 4 more games than him. Last year, 2 of his goals came inside the box, 1 via his left foot, 1 via his right. He had 700 passes, 35 chances created through them, 4 assists, 31 key passes. Barkley had more key passes but less assists. 610 accurate passes. Again, Barkley had more but less assists. And he has a higher pass success rate due to the fact that he has less passes. He also had less dribbles completed than Ross Barkley. I think they're different players though, in all honesty. Ross Barkley, I still would like to think he's a number 10 type of midfielder, just because his defensive game isn't very strong. Whereas Aaron Ramsey, I think, thinks of himself as a playmaker, so he's probably not going to dribble out that much anyway. But yeah, this is another rumour that doesn't seem to be dying. I'm not the biggest fan of signing Aaron Ramsey. He's 30 years old. I think we need to be looking at younger players, more exciting young players, or players like Damari Gray, that might have lost their way a little bit but have that potential, that ability. Not 30-year-olds who are going to sign 3-year contracts, be 33 by the time we leave, and will be by the time they want to leave, will be very unpopular with the fan base, because like Schneiderlin and a couple of others, the fan base will see them as too old, not good enough, and high earners. And the last thing you want is to sign players that are going to do that. There's a plethora of examples that I could say. Finally, we have some of the drama, dropping the tea, as some people might say. And it's Carlo Ancelotti gave everything to make a return to Real Madrid from Everton this summer, with the Italian pushing for the move personally. This has come by Sport Witness. Obviously, again, don't need to really go into the details of Carlo Ancelotti, do we? And how popular or unpopular he is with the fan base. The way he left, I'm not going to lie, was not great. It wasn't great, was it? He didn't shine himself in glory, and I think he had all of us bought on his love for Everton, or supposed love. I will say this, it was a coup at the time to get him, and he's still a great manager. I don't buy that he's not a good manager. He is. He's a phenomenal manager, and I can't discredit him for his actual ability, because he's won trophies everywhere. He's a really good manager. Question his morale and his his moral fibre for leaving us the way he did, and as I read more of this, I think you'll understand more. According to AS, who say Everton made a measly $5 million from the move, courtesy of a clause in the Italian's contract. They explained that Ancelotti initially got in touch with Real Madrid in the summer to discuss players he could possibly sign for Everton. It was during that conversation with Jose Angel Sanchez, the club's general manager, that he asked if they'd found a replacement yet for Zinedine Zidane. The initial reply was no, and at that point, Carlo Ancelotti confidently replied, "Well, you already have," and thus the wheels were set in motion for his return. He soon phoned Florentino Perez, who enthusiastically accepted the proposal. Everything was sorted between the two parties in 10 minutes. Even dealing with Everton was a breeze for the Spanish club, who took advantage of his clause in his contract, meaning that he could leave for as little as $5 million. Ancelotti even forked out a significant amount of money to make the move happen, which we're assuming were at the cost associated with moving from Liverpool to to Madrid. So yeah, not great, is it? It's a bit of a tough one to read. Obviously, Everton fans, myself included, were very upset to see him leave. And like obviously the replacements we were linked with, Nuno was at the time, Benitez, who, you know, that's not, the jury's still out on that. I'm not judging him now. But there were a couple of us. It didn't matter who we got in the summer. It always felt like a massive downgrade from Carlo Ancelotti, because I can't express this enough. He is Carlo Ancelotti, one of the best football managers in the world ever, potentially. You know, and for us to get him was fantastic. So it was always going to be a downgrade. It just really sucks the way he left. I think personally, I feel like it just sucked. I think he brought the fans in and did that, and is one of them. But I mean, it's better to have loved than lost than not loved at all, eh? It was fun while it lasted. It was a shame it was during the COVID season, so you know, Goodison Park couldn't really fully experience it, bar that one game I think in the winter period, where Liverpool was the only city to allow football fans in. But other than that, it's a shame. But we'll always have the Anfield derby win. So, c'est la vie, I guess. We're on to different paths now, and hopefully we can continue to move forward. You never know, karma might come back and get him in the end. But that is everything we've got time for today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below on anything I've discussed today. Ross Barkley one, because I feel like that will get a lot of view on either side, and a lot of strong feelings because of who he is and how he left. Let me know your thoughts on Aaron Ramsey. Would you have him, even at his age of 30? Let us know, are you shocked about the Carlo stuff as it's come out? I'm a little bit more disappointed at the fact that it was only $5 million release clause. In all honesty, that seems really naive. Yeah, and don't forget, if you want any Everton merchandise from the Everton shop for Christmas for your loved ones, or anyone, but you'll probably be buying Christmas presents for your loved ones though. Don't forget, you can get it through the Everton direct link in the description. Doesn't cost you anything more. It just really helps out the channel, and we appreciate it here at the Toffee Blues. Thank you, and stay safe, guys.